Hello world, Dr. Dan Graham coming at you once again, and we're going to talk about how we have been restoring neck curvatures for the last 15 years here at Downtown Gilbert Healthcare.com. Downtown Gilbert Healthcare and the website downtowngilberthealthcare.com. Gilbert, Arizona. All right, here we are looking at a normal neck curvature, and you can kind of see from this area is going to be the throat, and then this area is going to be the back of the neck right through here. So normal curvature functions like a spring. Hit a bump, walk down the road, and that curve in the neck that we're seeing will suspend the weight of the head, so that'll kind of bounce a little bit. So anytime when we get in an auto accident, then boom, it looks like this or that, okay? So when we lose the neck curvature, parts of the neck essentially get stuck into flexion. So instead of having a nice normal curve, then it goes to looking like this, where we call it an S curve, or even the C curve. Let's see, right here, the C curve right here, okay? So anyway, what will happen is when we have those, essentially what we lose is the ability for the neck to suspend the head in a spring action, and the weight of the head will just start jamming on that neck. So what we will tend to get is a lot of stress up and through the upper cervicals, right below your skull, and then down into the upper trap. So your upper back will get a lot of tension with, looking down, driving down the road. It'll just get a lot of tension up and through there. You can get it massaged, you can get it adjusted, but unless the curvature is restored, that tension is always going to come back. And so the problem is that, in my opinion, unless you catch it very, very early, you can't really adjust the curvature back. You have to change the muscle memory, and it's important to change the curvature. You're like, yeah, what's the big deal? Well, once you actually have the neck curvature lost, what the researchers show is within about 32 months, you will start to get arthritis, and 10% of the population, everyone else follows shortly thereafter. Now, there are different factors. If you're younger, if you're in shape, you don't tend to see the degeneration as quick as if you're fat and out of shape and a smoker and that sort of thing. So anyway, arthritis, you'll start to see where the disc starts to thin. When we come up and through here, you can kind of see the bone spurs starting to form, and that's just because the neck is now not lined up properly. It is, every time you take a step, turn your head, any sort of activity during the day, then the neck will just start to wear prematurely, because we're now bearing weight on areas of the spine that aren't made for it. So eventually we can get to where the neck fuses. Arthritis is going to be a conglomeration of lost curvature, previous traumas, that sort of thing. So anyway, that is what we try and change, and I'm going to show you how we do it here, the Dr. Dan method of neck curvature restoration. And just so you know that I walk the talk, what does Dr. Dan's neck looks like? There's normal. And bada bing, there's Dr. Dan. So right where we should be, the nice normal Jackson's curvature. So we're going to come over to my lovely wife, Trish, and we're going to show how we do the neck curvature. So we start off